the stoop.
Welcome in, Twin City Sports Talk. Full show for you guys today. Bruce Kramer, Jackson Holmscheid, and Trevor Kramer. We got a fun episode today. We're going to be ranking all of the Twins major league signings, not minor league signings because that would take forever. Major league signings in the past decade. Only in the offseason, no in-season moves and no trades, just the signings from when the year ends all the way until opening day of the next season. We're going to do that, but first we got predictions from last night that I made from the Wolves and Wild game. We're not going to talk a lot about the game, but the Wild ended up winning in overtime against Winnipeg, so I think the season series is 2-1 now. We beat
What
Winnipeg
a beautiful
twice.
goal, though.
Yeah, Hughes, Boldy, and Kirill connecting on that last overtime winner. Wolves lost another clunker against the 9-19 Nets. They got crapped on. They played terribly. Just like a Wolves game I've been harping on all year. So I honestly wasn't surprised. But here's my predictions. I'll pop them up on the screen now. Wild win 4-3. Wolves lost 123-107.
Oh my God, they got killed.
I said the Wild would win 4-2. So that is a correct prediction right there. I did say the Wolves would win. I actually thought the Wolves would kind of not blow out, but run away from the Nets. Very opposite of what happened. Very wrong. I said the Wild would have 2 power play goals. Wrong. And I said the Nick Claxton and Rudy Gobert, both of them would have a double-double. That is also either of them had a double-double. So not a good night for the points category there. But right now I'm sitting at 26-22 after last night with 7 points. Jack is in the middle here with
he's back at 500, baby.
Yep, pulled up from the last. Sitting at 9-9, 4 points. Trevor is sitting at 12-7 with 3 points. We'll predict tomorrow about the Wild and Wolves game. But right now, that's the prediction segment right there. I forgot to ask, how's your guys' day going? Good.
Well, it was good until watching that brutal throw by Josh Allen there. That was kind of a mood kill, unfortunately. But
yeah,
I mean, how can you not root for the Bills? They're the Vikings of the AFC. Like, let's be real.
Pretty much. Yeah. I mean, I agree with that. Trevor, anything interesting happened today on this beautiful Sunday?
No, just a lot of snow.
Oh
yeah, just watching football. Well, I guess I didn't watch the 3 o'clocks, but watched the noon games. Nothing too crazy.
Perfect. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna pop our tier list on the screen right now. We got a good list of in the past decade. So obviously we are going back to 2015 off.
And I feel like this will just be a fun little stat to share. We were originally going to do every free agent signing of 10 million or more. Did some research on that.
I think there was 2 or 3.
2 or 3 guys. I don't remember who they were, but
I think
yeah,
Donaldson
very quick
be one.
Huh?
I think it was Donaldson and Cruz.
But yeah, that sounds about right.
Well, I guess there was some that signed for 10 million flat, but either way, and like.
Well, we're talking. We were gonna. Well, I guess never mind. It doesn't matter.
It would have been a short,
but
yeah.
Yeah.
Originally I said, all right, there's not enough 10 million, so I was like, all right, I'll lower it down to 5 million. Still, it was like not very much of a list. All right, we'll just do everyone we've signed.
I mean, you have to at that point.
And it's still like it is a good list, but I mean, it's like more than that for a Major League Baseball team. Either way, we're gonna start out with the very famous. Obviously, we all love him, Young Ho Park. 2000. He signed a 2-year deal that was worth $2.7 million per year. In 2016, his year it went. He hit 191, 12 homers, and an OPS of 681. He actually didn't even play for a second year in the majors.
No, he didn't.
So
Like he went
where do you guys?
E
I'm trying to think
minus.
where he went back.
I mean, it doesn't get much more low than that. You have one good, you have year in the
we have to
majors.
remember we're the Twins. So,
Yeah. And
it
like
very
when
well
we
could
actually
have.
think about it, you have to like at the time, was this a good sign? Like, and then how did it turn out? I have to say F.
Yeah,
I
because
kind of
there
have
was
a feeling. Oh, go
there
ahead,
was so much high potential and just high hopes for him. This is a
Yeah.
stud from Korea, so
Mm-hmm.
you know
He
I'd
was
put
supposed to be the Mauer replacement.
the only thing that I could the only thing I can remember that was good about him is some random game in Cleveland. He had a nuke that like went so far up that left field big wall seating area. Besides that, that's my only memory. It's just a whole lot of bad.
I mean, he did hit 12 homers, so it's not like the power was non-existent, but he was kind of, that was right when Mauer was retiring around that time. Kind of supposed to be the replacement there first. But I think this is a good one to start out the F category in.
Yep. Honestly,
Right,
I kind of have a feeling this is how Murakami's going to be this year with the White Sox.
No,
I have a
mean,
very
yeah,
weird
what's
feeling
that
this is how
stat?
he's going to start off.
What's that stat, Jack? The fastball hitting.
I think it's 93.
Yeah, 93 miles per hour.
93 and up. He's batting like
0.083.
Yeah, 0.8, 0.083. Yeah, 0.8
Yeah.
that would have been pretty good.
That is horrible for playing in the MLB now.
So just throw him gas and he won't get on base.
Yeah.
Which
all right.
for a league who, well, I guess it doesn't matter. We're not going to sit here and talk about Murakami.
Ain't White Sox talk.
Would be a lot less to talk about.
Oh wow! Didn't have to go there.
All right, that was our one signing in the 2015 off. Just Bart. Thought he'd be good, and we got no one else. All right, 2016 off season, 2016 to the 2017 season. First signing on November 30th, Jason Castro, the veteran catcher. He signed a three-year deal that was worth $8 million per year. So at that time, I think it was a pretty fair contract. I mean, he was a fair player, really good defensive player most of his career. The bat really never showed up a ton in his career, but the 3 years he played for the Twins in 2017, he hit 242 for an average. Good for catchers. I'm not upset with that at all. And then 2019, he hit 232. That was obviously the Bomba Squad year. Also had 12 homers that year, contributing to that. But 2018, he was injured. He only played 19 games that year. But a good signing, I'd say. The catcher depth, if I'm remembering correctly, only really having Mitch Garver.
Yeah, it was him and Garver at that point.
Yeah.
I believe.
So I don't know what you guys think, but I think pretty average, maybe a C potential there.
Yeah. I mean, he signed a backup catcher because, he was the primary.
Yeah, I think he would technically be the starter at that time. Yeah.
He was signed to be the starter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trevor, any other thoughts?
C or D with him.
Yeah. Jack, you decide.
Yeah.
I think C.
Yeah, C. I like C.
Yeah.
He was part of the Bomba Squad. So that was a very memorable time.
Yeah. I like to
it's
put him
hard
at C too with the defense. Defense was always really good with him. All right, next one, definitely one that not a lot of people would know. Matt, I'm not remembering how to say his name. Bilisel, Matt Bilisel.
Oh, Matt Belil.
Belil. I honestly didn't remember.
No, the reliever.
Yeah.
Well, he was the pitcher, if I remember, that caught Mauer's like one pitch catching, like in the last game for Mauer.
Oh,
when he put his
he? Yeah, I know that.
Was the pitcher. I think it was Belil.
Okay.
It doesn't really like the way it's spelled.
I mean, there's an S right in the middle, and I'm like, I don't know how to say this. I remember him, but I completely forgot the name. Either way, he signed a 2-year, $2 million per year. The 1 year he pitched for the Twins, ERA of 4.10, or actually he pitched 2 years, but 2017 ERA of 4.1. 2018 he had an ERA above 7. So, you really got nothing from him.
Yeah, sounds like an F to me. I mean, I don't remember much about him.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't list a bunch of his other stats. They weren't pretty.
Yeah, I
bad whip.
Remember him. But my understanding, I mean, if you're signing a guy for 2 years, $2 million, you really don't have much help. It's just like a depth signing. So maybe you D.
I would put him D for that reasoning.
Just the 1 year on the 4-1 is pretty like average, typical reliever numbers. But yeah,
I mean, it's good for getting him for $2 million a year. Yeah. All right, that we signed those two, Castro and Belil, for that offseason. Great offseason by Twins baseball. All right, 2017 end of the year, going into the 18 season. First signing was Fernando Rodney.
Fernando Rodney, baby.
Oh, gosh.
The legend.
What a fun player he was to watch.
1 year, $4.5 million, 43 innings pitched in the season he was here, 50 strikeouts, and an ERA of 3.09. Good year for Fernando.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like the ERA doesn't really do him justice, because I remember a lot of elite strikeouts by him.
Yep. He was electric.
Oh, he
was like point up to the sky in this picture right here of him.
Yeah. Point up to the sky.
In his hat. The whole hat.
Yeah. Turn to the.
Which I forget. Does he wear his hat like that because of his dad, or was it? I think that's what it was, right?
That sounds
I forget.
Right.
I think so, but I don't know.
I think that, or it had something to do with he was like hiding his eyes, but I don't think it was.
Yeah, because when you're like looking down your shoulder, kind of at first bit. Yeah, okay. Either way, I honestly for $4 million,
I say B, or
I'd
B
put him
or
at
A,
B.
honestly.
Good year for a 1 year deal.
Well, are we treating A as like a perfect, like you really had a perfect year, pretty much?
Make an S tier real quick.
Like, I can't switch it up now. I only did A, B, C, D. B is grading. But
I would do B in that case.
Okay, yeah, B then.
Yeah, I would do B. But yeah, the A is like perfect signing. You knocked it out of the park, and it it was good at the time, and he followed through with a good signing. There's not going to be a lot of them, but at all.
No.
All right, next one. Not a guy that a lot of people would remember. Zach Duke. Do either of you remember Zach Duke?
The former pitcher.
Yeah,
lefty.
Yep.
Wait, so hold on. I thought we traded for him though. So these are all signings, right?
He was signed. Yeah, he was signed.
Wonderful.
1 year, $2.1 million. He had 37.2 innings pitched, 39 strikeouts, 3.6 ERA. Not a big velo guy. It's just more control for him, but it was a good year. Good year, struck a few out. Again, probably just an average year for Zach, to be honest. I mean,
because he was a lefty, right?
I want to see what his.
I very briefly, or I guess I'm thinking of us trading for him is when we probably dealt him. Can you see real quick? Not that it matters, but didn't we trade him? I swear I remember him being involved in a trade.
Okay.
Anyways, what was the ERA?
3.6 ERA, 39 strikeouts on 37 innings pitched, and he was traded to the Mariners. That's why you remember him for Seattle. We traded him to the Mariners.
Okay.
I think it's just an average year. Good year. Value. I don't think you can really argue a C right there. Yeah. All right, next one. I honestly forgot about this. I really did. Addison Reed. Do you guys remember Addison Reed?
Boy.
That's a pull right there.
I briefly remember, but what I do remember is his control in MLB was so stupid. It was like perfect.
Yeah.
Like you could not miss the corners with him.
He got hit around a lot, because I mean, he hit the corners, but he threw a lot of strikes. So we signed him to a 2-year deal, $8 million per year. Okay. So 16, or I think it was technically 17 million because it was 8.4. He only played 1 year. He played in the 2018 season and then he retired. And 56 innings pitched, an ERA of 4.5. He got hit around a lot, let up homers.
Yeah.
His whole career, Trev's right with the average, what am I missing here?
Control.
Yeah, the control behind his pitching, but yeah, either way, not a great year, and then he retired. So, do you agree with a D?
Winston.
No, yeah, for sure.
Retirement.
Yeah. I mean, for $8 million, that kind of sucks that he just retired after that. All right.
Yeah, gee, thanks.
Fun one here. Logan Morrison, first baseman bat.
Oh boy.
Logan Morrison. I forgot about him too.
Mr. 99.
Yeah, 1 year, 6.5 million, average of 186, OPS of 644, so 100 points below league average. And then he had negative 0.24 wins above replacement. So that's kind of the main stat to see how many wins is he getting the team? How many plays is he making on the field?
Which, I mean, granted, 0.2 isn't anything. Like, I don't know.
It's not a ton below average or anything, but it's below average.
Oh, it absolutely is.
Yeah, it was not. It didn't work,
God,
especially for 6 million.
Him playing with us for a long time. I don't know why.
Jackson is Logan Morrison.
Yeah, I'm
talk
like
here.
reminiscent.
Yeah.
My Logan Morrison nostalgia is kicking in right now.
I honestly think it's an F. You signed him for almost 7 million. He didn't really do anything for you. I think he hit 10 homers, but I think it's the first baseman. If we're gonna put Park in the F tier when he hit 191, and then we're not gonna put Morrison in there when he hit 186, that's unfair.
It's not a big argument. I think the only argument is Park was supposed to be this big impactful back and all that. That.
Well, yeah, I mean, you come over
I think
from
Morrison was more a sunny starter / depth signing, but no, let's just do F. Let's not overthink it.
Yeah, he was terrible. Yeah.
You open a dictionary and you see Morrison.
Sucked. What does that mean? Logan Morrison.
Yeah. There you go.
All right. I also forgot about this guy, Lance Lynn.
Oh God.
Lance Lynn has 1 year with the Twins.
He's had.
So this was one of those 10 million guys I forgot about. Lance Lynn signed for 12 million for the 1 year. This one's a tough one because he pitched 102 innings, 5.1 ERA, 100 strikeouts, a whip of 163. So a terrible above or below league average whip, walk, hits, innings pitched. That stat. And the ERA was terrible. He got hit around. He was terrible for the year. For 12 million, it's not a ton for starters, but for a depth free agency pitcher,
I wouldn't make
bad.
Depth just because you did sign him for 12 million. But I do remember, if I remember him correctly, wasn't he like a spring training signing? So he was.
It was in February, I think, or it was in January. I'm pretty sure. But
because by then, who did he get traded? Because I know he played with St. Louis for the longest time. I'm forgetting who he got traded to.
I think the Rangers, right?
It was the Rangers.
I think that might be wrong, but
okay.
Either way, but
go with the Rangers. That's fine. But
yeah, I think for the 12 million, I think I think he must have been the third starter on the team because it was Barrios. I think they signed Odorizzi to a minor league contract that season for the 2018 season.
I mean, regardless, if you're going to put up a 5 ERA, I mean, that just kind of goes to show.
My only thing is he did pitch a little over 100 innings, right?
102,
so
yeah.
He got you innings. Might be enough to put him at a D.
There you go.
I don't know. It's D or F.
I'll do D. I'll agree with D right there.
Yeah, that seems fair.
All right, next one. This is now the 2018 to 2019, coming into the 2019 Bomba squad. So this is a fun free agency class. First one, Jonathan Scope, the second baseman. We signed him for a 1 year, $7.5 million deal. He hit 256 average, OPS of 777, a little bit above league average at that time. 23 home runs and 1.5 wins above replacement. Really, really solid year. He ended up losing his job a little bit at the end of the year to Luis Arraez in his rookie year there. But either way, it was one of the best bench bats that you could have ever asked for going into the playoffs. Obviously, that didn't go well. Screw you, Jack. Yankees stink. But either way, really good year from Jonathan Scope. So I don't know. What do you guys think?
What was the average? It was 23 homers. And what was the average?
256. Which that's basically his whole career right there. 260 hitter.
Yeah. So he's been more power, but I think he's been very good on defense.
Yeah, he's a great second baseman.
Well, he was a solid glove.
So I think it's. I don't know if it's A level, but I think it's B. I don't think it's C.
I think it's right on that fence because getting him for $7 million But
with that level of production for that little, I mean, yeah, that seems fair.
a B.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. All right. B tier for Jonathan Scope. Next one. This was nice. 1 year, $14.3 million contract to Nelson Cruz.
Nelson Cruz.
Averaged 311. So a huge power bat. He hit 42 home runs, and he also averaged 311 this season. Obviously, this was the juiced ball year in 2019, so maybe that has a little bit to play. Either way, he's a great.
Well, I mean, that doesn't account for his average.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if you're going to hit 311 and still hit 42 bombs, I mean, that should be MVP level right there.
I think it was, too. Wasn't he in the MVP race?
Probably not.
I think he was. He was for a little bit. I'm trying to think who won it.
He probably was a little bit.
Yeah. Either way, his OPS, it was 1.031, so that's 300 points above MLB average. And then his wins above replacement, 4.4. I mean, probably one of the best Twin seasons we've had in the past decade. So
kind of a no-doubter.
D or D?
I think probably a D.
Yep.
No, I think we're all in agreement. A, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, definitely A. I mean, 14.3 is reasonable. It's honestly cheap for that type of year that.
For a vet like that, absolutely it is.
All right, next one, Martin Perez. We signed him. He was the 5th starter in that rotation all year for the Bomba squad.
Mm-hmm.
Signed him 1 year, $4 million. So very doable there. 165 innings pitched. So he gave you a bunch of runway there. 5.12 ERA.
So the second remember him getting knocked around quite a bit.
Yeah, his whip was 1.52. It's a weird one. He gave you a lot of innings, and honestly, like the good thing about that year, the Bomba squad, is the starting staff stayed really healthy basically the whole year. I mean, Odorizzi, Barrios, Pineda in there, and then Martin Perez. I'm forgetting a 4th. Oh, Kyle Gibson. But either way, he gave you a bunch of innings. And with a year like that, I think it's a good move where the Twins thought, all right, juice ball era, we're loading up our lineup to smash the living crap out of the ball. They don't need an all-star pitcher in the 5th spot, So,
no.
I mean, for those reasonings, the stats don't say C tier, but I think for a $4 million signing, I think he fits in at the C.
Yeah, I mean,
I would
everyone
argue
knew what this year was going to entail.
D or D.
Okay.
I'm going to go C just because they knew that this was going to be a juice ball. So, I mean, that could very well entail. How many home runs did he give up?
22.
Okay. Yep. I'm going to go C.
Okay. I just think they didn't need to. I didn't
for the fact that it was the juice ball year. If this was any other year, I'd go D for sure.
Because you don't really need to put in a lot to it in your 5th starter there. And I think they did a good job finding a guy that will give you innings for sure. All right. Next one, Marwin Gonzalez, Margot.
The GOAT.
Yeah, he's a fun one right there. 2 year, $10.5 million each. So $10 million each year. In 2019, got you 264 average, 15 homers, OPS 736, and a wins above replacement of 1.3. Really good average year. His 2020 season was horrible. I mean, nowhere near the $10 million worth.
didn't he?
Yes.
2020?
Yeah, and yep. He was really bad. OPS was 200 points below league average. Fell off a cliff, basically. But he contributed well. He moved around the field. He could play outfield, infield for that Bomba squad team. What do you guys think?
He was very...
Yeah. What Trevor said. Very, very diverse with where you could put him. Honestly, I would like what you want out of him. I mean, he was definitely our number 1 bench guy for sure during that time.
D?
I feel like, unfortunately, with that 2020 year, I mean, you have to.
Yeah, 2020 year really sunk it. D?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But then again, we got to remember 2020 was only 60 games, so.
Yeah, it's true. Only
short,
got the sample size there. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can stick him at D though. I mean.
Yeah, that's fine.
Either way. All right, that wraps up the whole offseason there. The next one, 2019, going into the 2020 shortened season, COVID season. They technically re-signed. So Jake Odorizzi signed a minor league deal the season before. So in the 2019 going into 2020, they signed him for a 1 year, $17.8 million deal.
Mm-hmm.
$17 million going to Jake Odorizzi. And in that 2020 year, he pitched 13 innings, 6.5 ERA. And obviously, you don't know that this COVID stuff is going to happen because they signed him back in November when free agency opened up. It just sucks. That's how the dominoes fell right there. Really got
Jesus.
2 games in there, but
yeah, I was gonna say
that's a weird one. It's a tough signing there.
I mean, there's really nothing to argue about with this one.
What do you think?
You gotta put him in F for this.
Yeah, I mean, well, okay. When did COVID actually start?
Wait, okay, hold on, go back.
Okay.
What were you gonna say?
When did COVID actually start? Did it start in the tail end of
March.
2019?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it started in 2020. In 2020, okay. Yeah, I mean,
and they didn't start playing till what was it? July.
July.
I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's
so
either
then again,
F
you
or
should be
D.
all well rested. I mean, it's hard to kind of judge somebody based off an injury, but if we're going with sheer production, I mean, if you get injured, that I don't know, you're not.
But we're also going off of the fact, at the time of this signing, and at the time of this signing, to get him for just one more year when you don't know that the season's going to be 60 games, you're planning on having him for a full season. It's a good signing in that aspect. That's why I'd say D. But
yeah, because I mean that's a solid contract.
It is.
He had proven to you for the last however.
2019 was a really good year for him. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's only a 1 year deal. You're not committed to it.
Mm-hmm.
I would say D for that.
Yeah, D seems fine.
You had no idea for the future for it. All right. Next one, 6'7", 280-pound Michael Pineda. The literal they added a pitch clock. That dude's wind up the slowest in the league. Right?
Yeah.
I remember you and I talked a ton about that. They signed him this offseason to a 2-year, $10 million. They had him before the re-sign, but he elected free agent. He just came back. $10 million per year for 2 years. 2020, 26 innings pitched. In the shortened year, 3.38 ERA. 2021, he pitched 109 innings, 3.62 ERA with 88 strikeouts. So he was a big ground ball pitcher, and he was good at it. I mean, pretty good with his control. I mean, he walked some guys, but controlling the aspect of controlling the ground balls instead of fly outs and home runs and stuff. $10 million. I think you slid right into your 3rd or 4th pitcher in the rotation.
I think he was our 3rd, I believe, wasn't he?
I think so. Yeah, I think you're right. One of those. Just right in the middle.
I mean, I feel like it's not. I mean, yeah, he was a stud for us, but I don't know if it's enough to throw him into an A.
No, not an A.
No.
I feel like I don't know. I'm right on the fence with B and C because for the contract, not too expensive for a pitcher, and he did. I don't know. I think B could be a good spot for Pineda.
Yeah.
He just wasn't the flashiest pitcher. No velo.
No, he wasn't the flashiest, but he was productive. He got us out of innings.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like B.
That's where my mind went to A. That was why it was even a thought.
Yeah. I mean the stats, you're right. Stats proved it. He showed it. Yeah. All right. I completely forgot about this one too. Alex Avila, the catcher.
Oh God.
1 year.
I do not remember this guy.
You don't remember Avila?
I do not know. I do not remember
veteran.
this guy.
Played for
Detroit Tigers catcher.
Yeah, Detroit. 1 year, $4.2 million. He only had 49 at bats, obviously 2020 season, but 184 average, 641 OPS, and a even above replacement. Automatically, I think I say F because if I look, he was known for more of his defense. He was never a big contact or power bat or anything. Right, Trev?
Yeah.
He showed stuff with his bat.
Yeah, I don't think he was anything too promising offensively.
What
I don't really remember this guy, so I'm not really going to comment on it. But
the defense was below
Numbers.
average this season.
Yeah, just do an F.
I think F fits the description great. Good job, Alex Avila. All right. Fun one. Sergio Romo. Fun one.
When I think
love
of this guy, I think of in competition with Charlie Blackmon for greatest beard in the league.
Obviously, you have. This was when he signed a 1-year deal with us. Again, he's on the 2019 squad, but that was a minor league deal.
Yep.
This is a major league deal. 1 year, $5 million for the 2020 season. Pitched in 20 innings, 4.05 ERA. He had 5 saves and 23 strikeouts. Average year, not asking a lot for $5 million, but it wasn't as good as the past years.
Yeah, I feel like C would be fine because then again, this is 2020, so.
Yeah.
It was
2020
weird.
did a runway.
He had that weird leg thing, right? Every once in a while, it would pop out.
Yep.
Or,
Well, it's because he slid his foot, he glided it right above the dirt right before he landed, and then sometimes it caught the dirt and then he rolled on it.
Yeah, I don't understand how he didn't tear his Achilles, but
yeah. Another weird pitcher windup, Tyler Clippard, the guy who goes literally 90 degrees. It looks like he's gonna pick you off at third base, and then way over the top. Here's the thing: Tyler Clippard, 1 year, $2 million, 26 innings pitched, 26 strikeouts, an ERA of 2.7, and a WHIP of 0.89. Fantastic year. I get it was a shortened season, but I think you put him right in A. It was great,
for sure.
Great season. You got him for $2 million. Tyler Clippard, welcome to the elite club.
PJ proud.
Yeah. All right, next one, Rich Hill.
Oh gosh.
Gramps himself.
This is when he was 38 years old, I think.
When he was young. Yeah.
This is when he was 40.
85 now.
1 year, $3 million contract. Just remember the $3 million when I say these stats. 38.2 innings pitched, 3.03 ERA. He only let up 3 homers in the 38 innings. 31 strikeouts, a WHIP of 1.16.
I
think
he did have a good Twins career at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's what you signed him for. You signed him for a 3.8 ERA, letting more home runs than he let up, but he did better.
For sure.
So I think it's an A off.
And what was his fastball?
A might be pushing it a little bit.
Well,
for the value.
The value for $3 million.
In my mind, I keep thinking I'm comparing the stats of the year.
Yeah,
but I need to think of more the money per value.
Think of what you wanted out of him.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I'm
only letting up 3 homers in almost 40 innings is really good stat.
That's fair for that, especially for that cost.
Yeah, we're going A.
Yeah.
Rich Hill, elite pitcher, Hall of Fame.
God, those Powder Blues. God, I miss those.
I know. All right, fun one. Josh Donaldson, 4 years, $23 million per year, $92 million contract in total. He played 2 seasons for the Twins in 2020. The shortened, hit .222 in 81 at bats, 6 homers, 24 strikeouts in 81 at bats. 0.4 of replacement. So bad year in 2020, but you can't get hot, or when you're cold, that's basically your whole season, really. 2021, he hit .247 in 457 at bats, 26 homers, 114 strikeouts, and 3.21.
And who is his dad?
We don't need to talk about anything else.
His dad is Jared Donaldson, mother of Suzanne Donaldson. He grew up what I will say about Donaldson, it did suck, and maybe I say a D. I'll let you guys say, but I will say he has one of the best swings in baseball, and then he also had that Gardy-esque energy where I think it was against the White Sox, right? Didn't he hit a homer and he got ejected while
it was the COVID year too? Everything was just silent, and everyone's just Okay.
He had a good ejection moment. In
Well,
this
it's when
brief
he
time.
kicked the home plate.
Yeah,
so
I
the
see that
Mhm.
contrast because I also, when we made that big deal, because say the number again, Bruce, real quick, but it was 4 years.
Well,
For
he was
how
a
many
big
years?
deal back then too.
Oh yeah, it was the biggest signing in like the
Yeah,
last.
because I was working at the Y, and I remember just losing my.
Who that,
I
was
was
that
losing
after
it.
with the A's
I was so
or Toronto?
happy, and everyone like thought I was crazy. Obviously, it didn't really work out. Looking back at it, but to get a guy like that and having the high hopes, and then
Yeah,
it did.
we definitely had high hopes, and I mean, I remember we went to Twins Fest that year, and we got a picture with Taylor Rogers and Jorge Polanco, and then that was like, I think the signing happened 4 days before because you and I looked out the windows at the Delta Sky Club or whatever it's called, Truly on Deck,
Oh,
whatever
that's-
then, and we saw his footprints from when in the snow from
Yeah.
when he took a picture from when he got signed. We're like, dude, this
That's
is
Donaldson
awesome.
right there.
Josh Donaldson. And then he hits an average of 230 for us in 2 years. So I would say a D.
And
And
he
then
also-
you guys
the injury
absolutely
bug.
swindled Brian Cashman.
Wait, what?
You guys, they traded it. So the Twins Yankees had a trade. They traded
Oh,
Gio
right.
Urshela and Gary Sanchez,
Yep.
Josh Donaldson, and I think
kind
I
of
wanted-
fluff.
It was
Alright.
kind of,
no.
yeah. Yes, it was. I just saw
Oh,
it.
yeah, I guess it was a 3-team deal. 'Cause
No,
that
no,
was
no,
with the
so-
Rangers.
No, it was
Wasn't
just
it?
Twins Yankees, but then Connor Fluffa got traded.
The
Like,
IKF got signed
2
with the
days
Twins,
later.
like, yeah.
Yeah, IKF was a twin for 2 days. That's what it was.
hmm I remember sitting at my dining room table just astounded. I was absolutely baffled.
Yeah. There was one other player, a pitcher the Twins gave him to.
I know, I'm trying to think. Because it was like multiple player trade.
Mhm.
It was
Well,
a
it was
weird.
Gio Urshela and Gary
And-
Sanchez for
and it
Donaldson.
happened
For
so
Josh
late at
Donaldson,
night.
IKF, and Luis Heel.
It wasn't
I'm pretty
Luis Heel. No, it
I'm
wasn't.
pretty sure it
because
was.
no, it
No,
wasn't. I'll
no,
tell
no.
you why. Because Luis Heel was for Jake Cave.
Yeah,
That's
Just
right.
straight up.
yeah.
That's right.
Just straight up.
Thank you. But no,
But I
all
will
remember
say
about
Luis
Josh
Hill-
Donaldson-
When we traded him, that was like when he barely became
Oh,
a
he
pro
was super
baseball
young.
player.
Yeah.
So it goes up with the Tatis Jr. trade. Anyways, going back though for Donaldson, I think overall grade wise for the high hopes, I think a D because he had injury problems. He
He was
had
great on
I'd
defense,
argue F.
obviously. but
Honestly,
yeah.
he was horrible.
Yeah. I think D just because of the defense. He was good.
That's
On
I
defense,
guess that's
so.
fine. God, the biggest thing I remember about him on both is just his bat flips on flyouts. Yeah, he's swinging
He always fooled Dick
and
Premier
flown out to
too.
right field.
He always
Huh?
fooled Dick Premier. Dick Premier's like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
and it's a fly ball, and it is on the warning track caught by
on the
Luis
warning
Robert. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my. Yeah, that's perfect.
Oh,
All right,
God,
that wraps
yeah,
up.
he's-
Yeah, that
Anyway,
wraps up
move
that
on before I get more
offseason.
pissed off.
Yes, same here. 2020 to going into the 2021 season now. Hansel Robles. I don't know, don't care. He had one season with the Twins, 44 innings, 5 ERA, 43 strikeouts, 1.4 WHIP. He was a $2 million signing for 1 year.
Related to Victor by chance?
I don't think so.
no.
No. I know.
Um,
Just pulling names on my ass.
I would say
Anyway.
F. I mean, he got hit around a lot. Let up a
Mhm.
bunch of home runs. Agree? Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't
All
hear
right.
it, to be fair, but yes, I agree. Yep, there we go.
Perfect.
All
All
right.
Just the guy who got knocked around.
All right. Do either of you remember J.A. Happ?
Oh my God! Yes.
What a pull. I completely forgot about this a few years ago.
He's one
One-
of those guys I look back on and I'm like, I remember vividly pulling him out of a pack of cards right after we
Yeah.
signed him, and I was like, "Oh my God! I got our new pitcher."
That's perfect. 1 year, $8 million. 98 innings pitched for us. He posted a 6.77 ERA. 77 strikeouts and almost 100 innings pitched. WHIP
All right,
of
cool.
1.6.
I've heard enough. I heard the ERA. F, and F.
I'll agree with Trev.
Yeah,
As much
he was
as
pretty. I was
a
very
lack of
disappointed. I
conversation.
remember watching him.
Yeah, that was bad. It was really bad. All right. Next one, defensive superstar Andrelton Simmons.
Oh boy.
I also forgot. I mean, this blows by your mind. These 1-year deals of these like defensive stars who don't hit. It's like you forget about it. 1 year, $10.5 million. 412 at bats. He hit 223. He only struck out 62 times and almost over 400 bats. So didn't strike out. That's great. His OPS was 557. Again, 200 points below. Well, it's 200 points below league average, being 740.
Well, I guess when you compare.
Wins above replacement was 1.4. And that's really only because of his defense. Because
his defense was great.
I think he only made 1 error that year, which is absolutely insane. But
yeah,
$10.5 million.
Because
the defense, you gotta expect more out of him.
No.
It's a shortstop though with 1 error.
Yeah, I say C because you didn't sign him for a bat. You signed him for his glove.
Okay.
He never really hit any better than what he did with us. That's what you signed him for, and you got exactly what you needed.
Okay, I guess that's fair.
Is that like reasonable?
My only argument is did he even hit a homer with the Twins?
He hit 4.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, I'm just on the cusp of
I remember just a bunch of weak,
the defense was perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the batting was like non-existent.
I know, but he never had a bat. Like,
anyways, we'll go see. It's not gonna make or break anything.
Compromise, I guess.
Yeah, we'll go see.
Minus.
All right. This is when we re-signed Nelson Cruz again. So another Nelson Cruz signing. This one was 1 year, $13 million. And then in this season, he was in 296 at bats. He hit 294, 19 homers, and 63 strikeouts. Another great year by Nelson Cruz. And
Put him up by his picture.
This is when he was 38, I think. But hitting 300.
Slide him up by his other picture there.
I think so. Trev, good. A tier, yeah.
Yeah. And then I will say you could argue he might be the most impactful, like Twins impact for on, and you can kind of argue off the field because, like, on the field, he's like your captain. He's kind of like
for sure,
player coach.
He's like a coach.
But
at the same time.
Thing is, the value you got in the trade to acquire Joe Ryan for him is
I didn't think about that. You're right.
Thing because it was Joe Ryan and I think the other prospect in that trade. I don't think he's even playing pro ball. If he is,
you got an awesome pitcher back now.
Joe Ryan for Nelson Cruz. Yeah, however old he was.
And the bromance between him and Sano. I mean, how could you not love that?
Yeah.
Those were fun years right there.
I remember when after Cruz got traded, there was one game where Sano came out wearing Cruz's pants.
Really?
Yes. This is an actual thing that happened.
Wow.
I remember that, and I brought tears to my eyes. I was like, damn, we're not getting Cruz back ever this time because he's probably going to retire. So
yeah.
That point Trevor brought up, though, that is true. Probably the best impact. Yeah, best 3-year impact / swing from a player. And he was only worth we only signed him for $13 million for years. About. All right, next
wants
one.
The rest of Bianco Park's salary. Yeah. Anyways, moving on.
All right, next one, Alex Colomé. You remember him, Jack?
Alex Colomé. Why am I blanking?
He was the White Sox longtime reliever. Either way, signed him to a 1 year, $6.2 million deal, 65 innings pitched, 4.15 ERA, 17 saves, 58 strikeouts, a 1.4 whip. Average year. It was the same thing that he's done his whole career, basically. But I mean, that year he was your closer, so that's not the spot to be in. But
yeah, you got to give him credit. I mean, it's tough to come over because he was with the White Sox forever.
I think so, yeah.
So to come over to a division rival, I don't know.
I
think you almost have to bump his numbers up, like in your mind.
I'm sitting at C because you didn't time to do much more or less. You kind of got what you paid for. So.
Oh yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
All right,
not too brutal, but
yeah.
Nothing.
It wasn't
special.
bad, but
No.
all right. Next one. This one's a fun one. That even existed. Matt Shoemaker. Remember him, Trev? Jack? Matt
Briefly.
Shoemaker.
I love how, if this doesn't show the Minnesota Twins, I love how after every person say, "Oh, remember him?"
Remember him.
We're gonna win, Twins, we're gonna score.
All right. Matt Shoemaker.
But yes, I do remember him.
Just briefly. Another good year. 1 year, $2 million deal, 61 innings pitched, an ERA of 8.0.
Yeah, I vividly remember we were in chemistry in high school.
Yeah.
And we were just talking about how much better he should have done.
Yeah. I feel like I remember that talk. I swear I do.
And he came up, Egbert was probably just zooted. But I love that. He was such a cool dude. But oh god, yeah, he was just, I don't know.
Can I just put him in F off the rip
please.
here? Okay.
Yeah.
8.06 ERA. I think that's an F minus.
Well, I hope that his new job of making shoes pans out.
All right. Next one.
Nice.
All right. That was the
Where do you
last
think
one of
he's
that
making
off
shoes?
season. Now we're into the 2021 over to the 2022 season.
Mm-hmm.
And the first signing there was good old Dylan Bundy. All right, Dylan Bundy, 1 year, $5 million deal, very cheap for a starter.
So I remember the name. I don't really remember him.
Baltimore Oriole pitcher.
Mhm.
He likes
140 innings pitched for the Twins that year, 4.89 ERA, a whip of 1.28, 94 strikeouts. He let up 24 home runs. Trevor and I got to watch him pitch in an awesome game in Milwaukee. That was just awesome.
Yeah, don't you love driving? What was it, like 5 hours, give or take? And you get to the ballpark and you get to see your guy Dylan Bundy. And then not even that, it was like the two worst pitchers we could have.
Yeah, it was him and Chris Archer the 2 days that we were there.
Oh God.
Which we'll get to Arch in a bit. But Dylan Bundy, I think this was one of the worst years of his career, but he wasn't much better than what he did for us. I'd put him at a D.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess, I mean, he was your fifth starter coming into the year.
Yeah, I mean, fifth starter with the amount of innings pitched versus his ERA. I feel like
it's the same thing with Martin Perez.
Yeah.
I could do a C for him. It's just,
I don't know. I feel like we can't push him that high.
Yeah, let's
All
go G. I don't like the
and then Chris Archer can join him down there.
Dylan Bundy. All right. Next one, Joe Smith, the half sidewinder. 1 year, $2.5 million, 27 innings pitched, 4.61 ERA, 1.5 WHIP. Only struck out 17 guys. He also let up 7 homers in the 27 innings he pitched.
Mm-hmm.
Not a good year,
No.
but you did only sign him to $2 million. But Trev, you decide.
I mean, for $2 million, I don't know.
Yeah.
They'll leave this one.
What was the ERA again? It cut out.
4.61.
C. It's a depth guy. Yeah. It's
Mm-hmm.
terrible,
but
you put him in for the arm angle 100% just to throw people off.
Yeah. Just like in Moneyball.
Oh God,
With
Bradford.
was the guy? Yeah, Bradford. Yeah. All right. Here's the big one. Carlos Correa. This is when he signed a 3-year deal, $35 million per year, 105 total. First year was guaranteed. The second and third were mutual option with which he obviously ended up.
I'm blanking on who this is.
Yeah. Which he obviously ended up getting out
cheater,
after
Trevor,
the first year.
That guy.
All right, shut up. 522 at bats, 291 average in 2022, 833 OPS, 5.3 wins above replacement, 22 home runs, only 120 strikeouts. For what you paid that first year, he is an A. Undoubtedly, some of the best defense in the league. Yeah, this is what I mean. This contract that he signed right here. It's an A. We'll get to his next contract that he signed.
Okay, yeah, I suppose he did sign another one. So
yeah, this contract where he played the 1 year, 2022, hit almost 300, was above average in every category known to man, including defense. And this is really before that plantar fasciitis really started screwing him over for a bit. But no, it's definitely a day. As much as people hate him around Minnesota and Houston, if they want, or I don't know if they hate him.
Oh, Houston loves him.
I meant to say New York. I meant to say New York. Anyone. Not a lot of people like him in general, but he produced. It was your biggest signing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
he was a big
entire
deal.
Yeah. All right, next one, Chris Archer. Do we just put him right next to Bundy already?
Yep, not really much to talk about with old Chris Archer.
Trevor, agree?
Yeah, we don't gotta talk about him.
Perfect. All right. Chris Archer, D. All right, next one, Christian Vasquez.
Well, this is the next season, though. This is 22 to 23, I believe, now, right?
Yes, yeah, it is. Sorry. Yep, I have that written down. Yep, next offseason now. Vasquez signed a 3-year, $10 million per year deal. 2023, I'm going to go through all the years here that he played because he signed one contract. 2023, 223 average in 327 at-bats, 598 OPS, 82 strikeouts. 2024, 221 average in 310 at-bats, 575 OPS, and 65 strikeouts. 2025, 189 average in 214 at-bats, 545 OPS, and 35 strikeouts. He's great defensively, though. So I would say he was overpaid. We've been kind of harping on that for a few years now. Obviously, him being here until this past season.
Because we got him after his little stint with Houston, right?
Yep. Yeah. And I don't think they should have signed him to a 3-year deal. I think they should have signed him to a 1 or 2 year. I'd say, but I mean, he gave you what he's been always doing with his bat, his defense. I think it's just right in that mid-tier C.
Oh, I'll never forget his walk-off home run, though. That was something.
Yeah, that was a good one. You guys agree with that, C?
Yeah, that's
right. Obviously, everyone knows 2023 as the playoff year, only because of this guy right here, Joey Gallo.
Gallonator.
1 year, $11 million, 282 at-bats, hit 177 for an average.
Legend.
741 OPS, which is actually league average because he pulled a bunch of walks too, but he also struck out 142 times, so over half of his at-bats, and 21 home runs. So he's going to hit the homers. Again, I think it's a guy you paid and you got what you paid for. Exactly what you paid for. Ton of strikeouts, bunch of home runs. I think he led the team in home runs that year too, right? I think so because Correa only had 14.
He was hurt for a little while too, wasn't he?
I think so, but I'm pretty dang sure he still led the team in homers with 21, which is just embarrassing.
Probably. Oh god. Anyway, we made the playoffs.
Well, we're going C.
I'd say C. Yeah.
Yeah.
What the?
Not you threw me.
No, not B. Yeah. He disappeared for a second on my thing. All right. Next one. This is the next Carlos Correa contract. All right. He hit free agency. He signs with the Mets. They don't want him because of the physical. They signed with the Giants. I may have gotten those flipped around. Either way, Mets and Giants both say, all right, you're unhealthy. Go away. Twins are like, all right, we can have you back. And he's like, oh, I always wanted to be here. 6-year deal, $33 million per year, for an average, obviously $200 million total. And then in 2023, he had 230. That was the plantar fasciitis year, the playoff year. 2024, he hit 310. 2025, before he got traded at the deadline, he was hitting 267. So bad year, great year, decent year. I don't know. I mean,
I feel like the contract itself, like I guess you can't really go based off an if he stayed with us.
Yeah.
I would maybe a little overpay.
Maybe, but
But then again, he was kind of desperate to get signed because, I mean, you're not going to get signed by any big market names after 2 of them turn you down.
Exactly. And he was coming off of a year where it was his career year, hitting 300 almost, 22 home runs with his highest wins above replacement of his whole career. So he was coming off that year. Obviously, it was the plantar fasciitis that all the teams were worried about. It kind of bit us in the butt a little bit, but I mean, you could argue he was maybe. I mean, Royce Lewis hitting home runs in the playoffs always helps, and he's probably the main reason why we won those series. But Correa with the leadership and that pickoff play with Sonny Gray in Game 2 of the wild card,
Vlad.
that was. I mean, he's just such a leader when he's not being a pill in the clubhouse.
Mm-hmm.
I would say B because I agree, Jack. I think maybe a little bit overpaid.
Yeah.
For the
fair.
injury aspect of it. Trev, you agree with B there?
B or C. I don't know, I just don't like him as a player, but yeah,
No.
B is okay.
Yeah. All right. Next one of my personal favorites, Donovan Solano. You only signed him for $2 million. He gave you a 282 average bat, 282, 760 OPS, a wins above replacement of 1.7. And that was all in 450 at-bats. He played a lot. Big reason Twins made it to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Big contact bat. For $2 million, I think an A right away.
Oh, for sure.
Then he has an iconic walk-up sign. Calm down.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that. Dude, I haven't at least heard that song in forever. Oh, man. That unlocked a memory.
The amount of times we listened to that during
Gosh, I need that in my
the
playlist
road
now.
trip.
Yeah, I know. Oh, man. Yeah, that's a throwback. But I think A tier for sure.
Oh,
Donovan Solano was a perfect piece for the team. All right, that wraps up the 2022-23. Next, 23-24 offseason. First one was Josh Staumont. 1 year, $1 million. So obviously just the depth. And honestly, throughout the first half of the year, he was had a 1.6 ERA carrying that. He kind of started to implode as time went on. He had 24.3 innings pitched, 3.7 ERA at the end of it, 1.2 WHIP. Only struck out 18 batters and walked 14. He gave you a lot though. In his first, I think, 15 to 17 innings, he had that 1.5 or 1.6 ERA, but he did fall off a table. And then I think the Twins ended up releasing him, right?
Yep.
They just released him to open up a slot, right?
You have been removed from the 40-man roster.
Yeah, okay. So, I mean, for $1 million, it's kind of a wash. It really didn't matter about releasing him.
Just on that first half alone for $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's.
I could put him at B.
You could argue B. Because I mean,
I would put him at B. Yeah.
Yeah. It was just kind of a gamble with him. Just kind of see what he had.
$1 million be a rotational guy, just coming in whenever, but he was great for a bit. Yeah. Yep. All right. Next one, Jay Jackson, 1 year, $1.5 million, 26 innings pitched, 7.5 ERA. Do I need to speak anymore?
Nope.
Perfect. Jay Jackson, welcome to the F Club. All right. Next one. This is a fun one. Carlos Santana, 1 year, $5.2 million. He won the Gold Glove this year. He was amazing on defense. He hit 238 for you, which that's kind of what you expected. He also hit 23 home runs, only struck out 99 times in 521 at-bats. So he was playing almost every day.
Which I would say for a first baseman with that kind of production is pretty damn good.
I loved this year.
This is such a fun year.
Yep. I mean, I think A, if you guys agree.
Yeah.
$5 million for a Gold Glove first baseman, hit 23 bombs. Yeah, I think that's undoubtedly an A right there. All right. Next, Danny Coulomb. We had him before, but they were all minor league contracts. This was the 1 year where he signed for a 1 year, $3 million contract, 31 innings pitched, 1.16 ERA. This was this year. Sorry. This was before last season. So the 24 to 20 coming into the 2025 season. Obviously, he got traded at the deadline here. $3 million. You got a 1 basically ERA, just 1.16. He had a whip of 0.9. It was a great year from him, and you got, I forget who we got back because there were so many trades obviously at the fire sale.
But who did he go to? I'm trying to think.
I think it was Armstrong. Sean Armstrong. No, that's Castro.
Yeah.
Anyways, I put him at A.
I'd put him at A.
Oh yeah. There's kind of no doubt about that. I mean, He upped his trade value, that's for sure.
Exactly. All right,
Thanks, we
next
don't
one.
have him.
Harrison Bader. Also got you a good little load
Mhm.
from Philly at the trade deadline because he was having a great year. We signed him for $6 million, 271 at bats with the Twins, 258 average, an OPS of 778. He hit 12 homers, only struck out 81 times. I mean, he was really good. Got you a good
That
package
was-
at the trade deadline, but I don't know if it's A.
Yeah,
Material?
that's such a small, like, I mean, with
I'll say
Danny
B.
too. Yeah, B seems fine. It's hard.
The
with these
defense is always
guys.
good too. He's really good
Oh,
defensively.
he is so fun to watch in the outfield.
Yep. Yeah, really, really fun. But I think B is a great spot for Bader.
Mhm.
All right, next one, Ty France. Only signed him for $1 million. He was a part of the Louis Varland trade to – I just love how every guy we signed, they're in a trade. Just every single one this year.
Which I always thought was odd that the Toronto wanted him
Yeah.
alongside Varland. Like, why? I don't
He
know.
hit well
Was
when
the backup first
he was in
baseman.
he was in 38 at bats for Toronto. He hit like 280 or something.
Really?
Either way, for the Twins though, he hit 251, OPS of 678, 6 homers, 63 strikeouts, and 350 at bats. So that's why he was part of it, because Blue Jays
Okay,
were.
yeah.
And that trade specifically was like 30 minutes before the deadline ended. So the Twins were probably like, "Here, what do you want for your Rojas?"
I argue that was the trade that hurt the most. It was
Yes,
Louis.
100%.
Mhm.
But Ty France, you signed him for $1 million. He actually played really well for you for
Mhm.
the first half. The defense is horrible, and that's why I think I bumped him down to a B. But
Yeah.
Trev, agreeance?
Yep.
Very even list right here. Very even. And then we come to this offseason. The Twins have made one major league signing, and it is first baseman Josh Bell.
Do we have
Obviously
a to be determined list?
yeah, I mean, if we
I don't
maybe we
think-
just leave him at the bottom.
Because he hasn't played
Yeah,
yet.
you can't really.
Yeah, I think we just leave him at the bottom. But
Mhm.
Josh Bell is our one signing so far this season, and maybe the only signing we'll make, depending on how the ownership goes about things now. But this is a very even list, very even.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, and I think that that was fun. That was a lot to get through. But there's your last decade of Twins major league signings in the offseason.
Baseball.
Baseball,
Mhm.
yeah. Do you guys want to do a name that franchise tonight or do it another day?
You want to save it for tomorrow just because we're pushing time?
Well, if you're not going to be on tomorrow, I say we just do it. I say let's
That's
let it
true.
rip.
Yeah.
Three of us
Trevor
agree.
can't be on tomorrow. All right. All right. Name that franchise segment where one of us takes a franchise and we shoot out clues, and the first person to answer wins. And basically, sometimes we'll do 3 in a week, or sometimes just for this week we'll do 1 because I got a lot of clues for this franchise, and it's gonna be a fun one. They're not gonna get it through the first 5 unless they know their history behind this team. I don't know why they would. Either way, we're all tied right now, 1-1, I think. Right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So all of us have got to win. So whoever wins this between Jack and Trevor, because I won last week, I will be shooting out the clues. We'll be giving the clues next week. And you guys good?
Yep,
Ready to
go.
All right. First clue. This franchise's first. Wait a second. This franchise's first final/championship appearance came with a coach better known for his offense. Not a lot, but that's the first clue. I'll shoot the second clue right away. This team's main colors used to be green and blue. Think of rebranding. Think of.
I'd like to take a shot.
Okay. Oh, by the way, 3 guesses for each of them, and if
Mhm.
someone guesses all 3 wrong, the other person wins automatically. Or Jack, what do you got?
What is the Carolina Hurricanes?
Okay. Well, Jack takes the
Hartford
win.
Whalers, baby. Let's go.
Oh,
I'm dissing on my Hartford Whalers.
I knew I shouldn't have
You
put that
just
clue
got
second.
rinsed, Trevor.
Wow. All right. All right. Well, I mean, that works well because this episode's been going long either way. All right. Well, Jack, heck of a job. Wins it on the second clue. Carolina Hurricanes. I had 10 clues at the
I
ready.
still want to hear him. I want to hear him.
Okay, I'll go
Just
quick.
through-
Third was
yeah, go through.
one of the greatest playoff moments happened while technically playing home games in 2 different cities during the
Mhm.
same season. This team has relocated once, and it was to go more south. Main reason was because of attendance issues. This franchise's original identity was tied to New England. This franchise's longest tenured captain never lifted the trophy. Its first playoff win or playoff series win came before its first true home arena was permanently secured. The last time this franchise missed the Stanley Cup playoffs was the 2017-18 season. And the team logo subtly suggests a circular motion. That's when I'm like starting to have to give it to you.
Yeah.
The team's colors are red and black. Then the last one, this team's leader in points is Sebastian Aho. If you guys
we didn't
had,
have to get to that, did we? Now
we didn't need to get to
no,
clue
I am,
3. Jack pulled it through.
the Carolina Hurricanes are my second favorite NHL team.
See, I didn't know
I
that.
don't know if you guys knew that.
No, I did not.
Solely for the fact. So
That is-
one of my dad's buddies is a scout for the Hurricanes. So if they
Okay.
win, I heard rumors that the cup is going to be brought to Sauk Rapids. So I always root for the Canes unless they're playing
Wow.
us.
Okay. Wow.
That's,
So
also,
there-
Trev, I'm
there's my
sorry.
little
I'm sorry. I
backstory
didn't know
with the
that.
that's also crazy what I texted you guys jokingly. Wow.
Carolina, like, dude, I had this sitting here for like the last week. So we kept talking about the Hurricanes for whatever reason for the past week, and I'm like, don't forget. In my head, I'm like,
Mhm.
don't forget this conversation. Yeah, there's not a next one, Trev. That we said one this week. Jack takes the win. Because I did not think that he would. Okay, it's
No, that's
unlikely that this is Jack's second favorite NHL team, but
What can I say?
yeah, all right. Good job, Jack. Second clue.
Thanks.
Jack takes home. Name that franchise. He will be spitting out the clues next week.
Spitting?
Do 3 franchises. Whenever.
Oh, absolutely. We're gonna.
Yeah. All right. Tomorrow, Wolves and Wild game day. We're gonna have some Vikings talk coming up about not winning. It would be very catastrophic to win this last week against the Packers, but
Yeah, why can't we just
They're
do what the
resting
Raiders
everyone,
did
so.
today? The Raiders did such a good job at looking like they wanted to win, but didn't want to win at all.
exactly. Either way, a lot of content coming. This is a fun one with the tier list. Either way, Twin City Sports Talk. Follow on the Instagram, TikTok. We're very, very close to 100,000 views on all platforms. So that's a cool little milestone for only being a month in.
Yeah, thank you guys. You guys are doing great out there.
Keep the comments coming.
Yes.
Keep the listener GM segments. I have one that I'm sitting on now. We'll answer in a
We'll do one
different
tomorrow.
episode.
We'll do one
Yeah. It's keep the comments coming. Even the negative comments. We like answering, we like seeing them.
Yeah.
But yeah. Either way, Twin City Sports Talk. Thanks for watching this one. And have a good night.